Alright, welcome back to Monster Train El Dos. Let's check the gathering at the pyre. Well done, my shrooms. It was a great run. For now, I must retire to my mulch. Have a good rest, madame. Sigh, Madame Lion's Mane is amazing, don't you think? Why don't you go tell her how amazing you think she is? You battle beside her all the time. Talk to the Queen of Spores herself? Are you mad? No, she has so many fans. Mushrooms who are much more impressive than me. Perhaps I'll just write her a letter. Ah, your stinky Lady Lion's Mane is nothing compared to Lady Gilda. Lady Gilda is literally worth more gold than you shrooms could ever imagine. How dare you insult Madame Lion's Mane by comparing her to the greedy gold sniffer Lady Gilda. The Spore Queen is smart, kind, and smells of the finest compost. Compost and kindness? That's all she's got? Lady Gilda has riches, power, and actual influence. Not just garden variety followers. Uh-oh. This won't end well. That does it! I challenge you to a duel for my lady's honor. Tomorrow, when the floating spores glint in the dawn light, we shall meet on the sands of Limbo and fight to the death. Accept my challenge, or be forever known as a coward. Coward? We dragons are many things, but we are no cowards. Tomorrow at dawn, we fight. Colonel, are you sure about this? You don't need to prove anything to this stuck-up whelp. This is something I must do, Balbambello. If I cannot defend Madame Lion's Mane's honor, then I do not deserve even stand in her presence. Alright, let's get another run going. So what I said I wanted to do was to get all of the new clans to level 10, and then we'll open it up to full random. So let's pick Luna Coven. I am extremely upset with Ardoon, so we're gonna pick Echo. Random clan, random Pyre Heart is good, and we'll keep doing Covenant 10 runs, even though we lost the last one. Alright, Seraph is Corruption. Ugh. Archeon is Pyre Hunter. And Kale gives +7 attack and lifesteal 1. We've got the Life Mother's Pyre, which allows us to duplicate. We do have Propagate 2, which could boost our Conduit, and we have some Moon Phasing strats in these two units. Maybe Stealth is an angle? Alright, let's see. We've got Cleansing Water. I actually do like this, or I liked it in Monster Train 1 at least for the Divinity fight in particular. And Celestial Sails on deployment phase, draw a non-damage spell from your deck. It costs -1. So we could spawn maybe something else. Yeah, let's try Celestial Sails. Alright, we've got Lunar Echo and Moon Cycle. Does Moon Cycle outpace Corruption? I think the answer is no. Lunar Echo, ephemeral copy of the last random spell played turn, 15 Conduit on full moon. The full moon conflicts with our new moon Nightingale. We need to take this path. We will, of course, take the first trial. Tough as nails. Let's play Eka upstairs. And let's play like this. And just grow our stack. Okay. So with Titan Scan, these Witch Bees do absolutely nothing to anyone. So this may be a tough battle. I guess we're playing mushroom strats here. Not a whole lot else we can do. Alright, Titan Skin 1. I don't think meddlers help us. I think our hope here is to try to build up a troop on the top floor now. Yeah, let's do that. This might just be an L. I think we live. Probably made more sense to heal over the breakpoint on the steward. But that's okay. Alright, we've got Moon Pixie. We've got Phase Blessing. Alright, so we're going more of the moon cycle route. We really have no conduit to speak of. So Phase Blessing is not really all that great unless you're stacking conduit. It's amazing if you're stacking conduit. Moon Pixie would be our only source of conduit, so that's not great. I'm just going to take Gravity. We are starting to stack Shroom. So let's pick Green Recruit to accomplish that. And here, I think we need to focus on, well, Merchant of Magic isn't all that great, is it? You can get Consume off of Proliferate. Just thinking the Moon Cycle strategy seems to be a lot more prevalent in our deck than really anything else. So I'm going to take Astrologer here. Remove Consume on Proliferate. And I think a cheaper Gravity with Intrinsic could go pretty hard. Let's make it 15 damage. And we'll go. Alright, how should we play it? These units are so flimsy. Alright, so 4 stealth. Okay. So we'll start using Gravity to pick these guys off. And grow a stack up. Probably want the fungi more on the top floor than anything. Can't play a meddler up here. Let's Moon Cycle. Alright, we're growing already. That's good news. Get our Collector. I think we can take 8 damage on the Steward, no problem. But I want to start building up a little defense on the top here. Something to take the hits so the Astrologer doesn't get completely chewed up. And we can play... cannot play. Alright, well we didn't leave enough room for our Green Recruit, so we can stand here. And... Propagate with Stealth is an interesting combination. So we lose our troop on this top floor. -6. Fortunately, I have nowhere to place the steward. And I'm pretty sure we just get devoured up here. $318. Unfortunately, it's not enough. Let's try this battle one more time. Wish I had a slightly bigger row. And I think I would like to, we're going to go all in on the top floor. Make sure that gives us the best chance of success. Alright, we missed our meddler, but we can meddle the 20 and 13, and if we meddle down here, 25, 14, okay, so that's good. The good news is we can meddle from anywhere. Take our collector. Keep stacking troops up. We'll try to get as much value as we can out of our troop. Hit that metal button as often as we can. And let's ping away the healer on the boss. Alright, we... +2. $271. $330. Alright, this is not going to be enough, sadly. Good game. Let's jump back to the outpost. No need to look at anything here. We'll look at the Tipsy Imp next time. I want to run back the Luna Coven attempt we just made. We'll do the same setup. Let's go again. Let's persist. Alright, Savagery, we get melee weakness. Maybe we can bombard him with spells. Archeon gains rage. Gale is vampiric feed again. I guess we get the duplicating pyre. I almost said spire. Slay the pyre. Celestial Storm, great card. Very strong attack with attunement. We can see we're already favoring full moon here. That's very positive. Pyre Cask is along for the ride. So let's see what we get. Celestial Sails again. Or Hellheart. And I think here I'm going to take Hellheart, which could help us in the early game. So we do want to stay on full moon as best we can. Which, sadly, Witch Weaves don't accomplish that, so we're going to be strong every other round. Just to say we'll be weak as shit every other round than that. And -1, sure. Mage Blade 5. Or Mage Blade 2 with 5 health. What I meant to say. No valid target, okay. And let's ping these guys away to save the health. Get our collector and throw away the shard. Okay. We're just gonna lose our acolyte straight up. Cool. More Pyrogel, that's cool. Big 31 off this guy. Alright, let's Pyrogel this gentleman into oblivion. Be on our way. This Hellheart is nice with Luna. Alright, Moon Pixie, I don't think we're doing the conduit path again. I think we want to stay in full moon if we possibly can. We have 2 Celestial Storms already, so this doesn't make sense to take. I'm gonna grab the Meddler. I think Cursed Dragon Staff goes pretty hard on the top floor. That's just 11 damage every time we incant to everything on the floor. And I think here I am interested in getting a little bit more health on our Luna units. We have the 1 sweeper. We take Astrologer here. I'm sorry, that was just totally stupid, wasn't it? Well, let's try to make it work. The dualism doesn't do anything at all. We do endless on the Meddler. And I will re-roll. Health on the Sweeper. And Conduit on the Meddler. Okay. Let's set up like this. We do have the full moon. Save a little bit of damage. And I think in this position, I would like just to, okay, ephemeral, sure. Titan Skin, messing my day up. And from here, we're on full moon. Just want to keep our astrologer alive for as long as possible. And we need to remember that we are very strong on the top floor. Lunar Echo, do nothing with it. Meddler finally shows up. Fire cask. Fire gel. And we probably die. Some of these Luna paths are very difficult to steer. Alright, we're still alive. Alright, we get Cover of Night, we get Starstruck, we get Phase Blessing. So we are full moon oriented, so Cover of Night is not ideal. So with Conduit 5 up top, Phase Blessing. Kind of a useful healing / overhealing card. I'm going to take that over Starstruck. I don't particularly care for eggs. I don't think Lava Flow is good enough to suffer the Ember. Jelly Sneeze is not important. And arms. Do arms matter? I think spells matter more than arms, so let's go right. Shade Guard is tough. It's our only defense. But we want to be in Full Moon. Take him anyway. Hold over on. Phase Blessing. Holy Stone on a Storm. And we'll make our Phase Blessing a little bit even stronger. That's a good enough Merchant of Magic. Strike Corruption 20. On our Sweepy. Take it. And we will, of course, take the proposed Titan Trial. Okay, let's go. Got a whole lot of Ember to get started. Okay. Our Phase Blessing is MIA. It's a little bit of extra knowledge, but yeah, we got the Fire Gel. And ping away this guy to save 6 health. Alright, let's install our Cursed Dragon Staff upstairs. And let's heal back up. Alright, lose our Astrologer, sadly. very low on pyro health. Alright, so now we get Phase Blessing and we cannot play it. Dios mío. Gotta play the right cards in the right order. Alright. Full Moon is our strength here. Let's pop the Lunar Echo. Okay, so we get another Phase Blessing. Good. Our fire is dangerously low here. That healer can sneak through no problem. They're not going to do any damage. And somehow, miraculously, against all odds, we have won this fight. And the Pyrogel Conduit combination at the top has fucked some shit up. I'm curious to try the Ritual Tome here. Don't want another Acolyte Spellweave. Man, is this actually good? With cooldown 2 and Calcified Ember? I'll try the Priestess. And what should I take here? I'm gonna try Energy. We can deploy more units. And let's go left to heal our fire. Merchant of Steel. Multi-strike on the Astrologer. And avarice him. I don't think that's very good. We'll skip avarice. I just don't know how well it functions in a deck like this, you know? Feels like a dragon-only type thing. Maybe I need to go get over that ideal. I will take... I think quick on the Selene Acolyte is quite good. And let's go Silver Empress all the way. See what happens. And we gotta try these things. All right. A lot of energy. Let's go bottom row. So Phase Blessing. Completely smash up our Priestess. Armor up. Okay. Lunar Echo, Phase Blessing again. In phase to Full Moon. and heal him. And let's put out the Cursed Dragon Staff. We have plenty of higher health now. These Vengeful Shards aren't terribly concerning. Alright, so we're gonna do Swift Steel Dagger. Let's phase to New Moon. Sorry, Full Moon. And we can... let's heal up our Shade Guard. Let's go back to... Full Moon. And in this position, I love the idea of... well, Celestial Storm doesn't do a whole lot here. It does heal our Pyre. Let's do it. And Echo... oh, damn. You know, let's... this is a bit sus play, but I want to get into the habit of getting her Lunar Echo first, and then making a collective decision. So with this, I think now... I want the Conduit upstairs. And now in this position, let's Titan Skin 2 again, and heal up. Just outright save this damage, and let's Pyre Starter. Alright, so we don't have any abilities to choose from. Let's Full Moon again. We will... oh, with no damage. Oh, because he dies, the Axe Thrower dies. And then 3x2 does absolutely nothing to this guy. That's incredible. Fortunately, we have nowhere to put our Pixie. That won't cause them to pass away. So a semi-intelligible strategy is forming here. I don't know that I know how to articulate it exactly. Okay, 378. Somehow we went down, and that was because of the corruption. We don't want to incant. If we can help it. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. No Lunar Echo. We can phase. We will apply some armor to blow him up. A little bit more damage, and we win. So with his incant, I'm not going to touch anything here. The prudent thing to do. All right, Mage Blade. Gain 1, phase to Full Moon. I think Mage Blade on the top row is gonna go crazy. And I think Explosive Flame on the the top row is also going to be very fruitful. Trinkets, Pyroborn Banner, Merchant of Magic, and duplicate a spell. Another Ritual Tome. Fireborn. Take a Magma Cultist. He could fit in, he could fit in. What if we put this on holdover and only play it on the top row? With the 3-cost healer. And let's make Fanning the Flame a little bit stronger. And make our Ritual Tome a little bit cheaper. And in this position, these are both on holdover, so we don't want another one. That's probably as many holdover cards as we want. Pick another Ritual Tome. And let's be on our way. Draw -1, I think we can handle. Got a couple of holdover cards. Player Acolyte, player Shade Guard. And deploy our top row. Alright, we immediately get both Celestial Storms. So we will play one of those. Alright. We are now in full moon. We can phase and we can phase again. Okay, we got our fire starter. Go ahead and put this on our astrologer. Looking quite strong. Alright, let's give him Titan Skin. And we can... we'll phase the new moon to give him a little bit of health back. So we'll let this moon ritual go. Could really use to see our phase blessing here. If not, we're probably in a little bit of trouble. Okay, so let's phase back into sweep. Alright. Not sure if putting Titan Skin on the astrologer is the best move, but it keeps us alive. Okay, so he does die here. It's just... get terrible. Alright, so that keeps him alive. We're in full moon, so let's phase and phase again. We suddenly demolish everything. None of this is going to prevent any damage to us, sadly, but we can heal him. I'd really love to see Phase Blessing here. We do not get it. But this is not great. Phase Blessing is just completely missing from action. Alright, so there's one. Let's phase. Phase the full moon. Alright, 57. Still doesn't do shit. Alright, we're close. So let's get to full moon. And we've done it. Looking at this row, 12 health, 5 health, 10 health, but obviously kind of ignoring the armor for a second. These are all stupidly low health cards, and yet somehow we're beating a 1300 health boss, Quarter of the Absolute, with Titan Skin 39. I mean, I'll take it. And we can phase to Cover of Night. We can restore 20 health and apply Conduit 4. Our problem here is that we are so very low health to begin with, and most of our damage mitigation is in armor. I'm gonna try a escalation here. Fire Gel 10 and deal 10 damage could be good. Make it rain. 15 coins per use. But this card goes completely insane. Yeah, I like Make It Rain here. Okay, we can dupe again with unit upgrades. Giving our astrologer a little bit more health can make him more viable. Shade Guard is completely naked. You know, I kind of hate that I find myself continuously at the unit shops, but what can you do? Let's health up our astrologer. Do one reroll. Alright, Titanite would have been amazing, but I'm stupid. And Conduit 5. I mean, either of these units could be good. I would like to get them both on the top floor. Start with the Lunar Priestess. And I don't think we need plus 14 on anything. We can remove Shield Steward. And now we have a chance to duplicate a card. Another Ritual Tome. Sure. Get wild with it. Plus 7 attack, life steal 1. I think we're okay. Alright, let's do what we have been doing. And I have screwed up. That is alright. So we're gamers. And we're gonna game, damn it. We lose both, oh no! Why won't you die? Jeez! 60 armor. 20 health. Jeez. Alright. We'll do it. Alright, let's start seeing some of our better equipment here. Minus 62, I don't care for that at all, which is unfortunate. Okay. Let's Titan skin up this fellow. We are in full moon, so let's overheal him. Can Lunar Echo. Get another mega dose of armor. And at this point, I think New Moon is more important. We lost our sweeper. Hold on, something got screwed up here. What happened? We do clear the row. Let's Titan skin again. Lunar Echo. So we want to be in New Moon? Alright, we're still doing okay. Alright. Okay, top row is okay. Let's pay some attention down here. Full moon it is. We'll phase blessing, and we have a good chance of fanning the flame, and it's garbage. Okay. Lunar Echo, I think another... Wait, how do we get to New Moon? We let Fanning the Flame go. I'm okay with that. Dang. Not great. Gotta play our cultist up here, that's a bummer. Swift Steel Dagger. It's just Celestial Storm and be done with it. Alright, full moon. Outer mower. And let's pull the buff up. Purgel the boss. Okay. Alright, I think. Alright, let's go. We are in full moon, sorry. Ritual again. And we might as well just throw that. What? What happened there? Loading, loading, loading. Alright, so we want full moon. Okay, so if we play the meddler, we have to immediately summon it back. Okay, so that makes sense. And whatever. We do 211 damage. Alright, well that didn't work. Try one more time. On the top row, we definitely want Echo. We want our astrologer. Let's try this setup. Okay, we are in full moon. Okay, let's Moonlight Glaive our astrologer. They're in full moon, so we can give him a boost. Let's see what Lunar Echo gives us. Okay, Pyre Cask, sure. And let's phase. Phase again. Let's get back to full moon. And we can Curse Dragon Staff our dragon. $84 damage. What we get from Lunar Echo, okay. Let's try to make him a little bit more resilient down here. And we took full moon. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, we get another Ritual Tome. Play it here. Back to full moon. Alright, so we've lost our moon manipulator, that's fine. Sure, we're in full moon. Slightly worried now that we have no way to get into full moon. which is very clearly a concern. Okay, we are in full moon up here. Let's see what Lunar Echo gives us. Okay, that's great. We're in full moon and this is a tune, but there's no buffs on it, so rough. Okay. Oof, tough. Alright, we are not in full moon. It didn't do shit. Alright, we're in full moon. $1,900. 2,000. Witch weave again. Lunar Echo. Give me armor. Get out of here, Kale. Let's take title turning. We need a little armor across the board here at the top row. I think Heaven's Light. Fill up our rows a little bit more. So we are shockingly doing well on our pyre health. So let's upgrade some spells. Alright. Red Crown Endless, summon a random equipment. Sure. Thank you, Lamb Cult. Create our champ. I think it's too late for the moon cycle stuff. +1/+1 in the last ring here is not all that helpful. Spell chain. Do title turning. Let's do Hexalation -1 and then we'll re-roll. Okay, remove consume. I think we want it on the title turning. This is a very expensive spell though. I think we can do it. Gain consume. Magic power. Get one attunement on there. Alright, next. Spike 6 with all my low health dudes? I don't think so. My dudes are low health. Alright, top floor. That'll do. Okay. We don't need to be in full moon yet. This guy phases on summon. Keep playing our meddlers. We are in full moon. Okay, good so far. See what Lunar Echo gives us. Okay, so we can jump back to full moon here. Pet Night Skin 2. Add it up here. Why not? Okay, we are in full moon. And we're gonna take some dings. Was it? Oh, they get the random equipment on them. Okay. Alright. Boo. Alright, we're taking some knocks here, for sure. Clear. So that's the boss. Seems like a total frickin' nightmare here. We want the full moon. I don't think this is gonna work at all. Yeah, he's crushing us. He's crushing us to death. Oh my god. Balloon. Plus 25. Okay. $483. Wow. Let's try it on the bottom floor again. And... we want the mage blade on him. Okay. Full moon. That's where we stop. We need to start drawing our armor cards here. I don't think this is quite good enough. Let's try this over. And I'm just gonna play the magic get out of jail free card. But we now lose these two. Damn it. Is that good? I don't think that's good. Full moon will stand. I'm gonna call that good enough. Oh, so this Lunar Priestess needs to actually remain in the living. If we're gonna play like this, she needs to go upstairs. All right. Let us metal, play Moonlight Glaive. We will Ritual Tome, we'll make it rain. Alright. New moon, we will cycle to, oh, we're in full moon now. Cycle twice. Oh, dude does 60 damage. Alright, so now the tricky... I didn't want to see this come back. I think I screwed this up again. Yeah, that's not right. So we need to... Yep, Astrologer, Magma Cultist. The Lunar Priestess needs to go behind the Shade Guard. And this is where we work from. Okay, so our meddler can go out. And let's meddle, and we'll meddle again. Make sure we are in full moon. That is the wrong damn unit. I think my brain is getting a little tired of Monster Train, honestly. Okay, let's get back to full moon. We want a conduit on Echo. We want a moonlight glaive on our astrologer. And we definitely want to make it rain. Okay. Setup now is good, I think. And metal to cycle. And 78, this is like 160. Would really love to see our armor spells, if they actually exist anywhere in here. And unfortunately we have to play our big spell here. And let's get back into full moon. Tough fight. Full moon, ritual tome. Let's start with this. And I think we have to do this. Alright, we can finally start stacking Phase Blessing. Let's make sure we're in full moon. And sweep as well. Alright. There's the balls. Alright, so we want to be in full moon, we know that. Phase Blessing. And we are simply going to leave this alone. Rax the Overblessed. Boss is crazy if you don't take him out on the first floor, and we finally got to it. That was a lot of fiddling. We'll collect our spoilers. So new moon on our top floor is not entirely crazy. I think we have plenty of conduit. Where do we want to go next? We are at the merchant, the last ring. We can dupe another card, or we can... Okay, so there's no way to upgrade a spell. Right? Double check that. Merchant of Arms. Or Merchant of Steel. The Cover of Night only gives us one proc. I like the Eclipse Chamber here for the top row. And we have no eggs. Let's take a Dragon's Breath, might be playable. Okay, what do we want to dupe? Let's just top off our pyre. I'm a little worried about it. So Mage Blade adds +1 per stack. So this is Mage Blade 4. +3 on deployment. Which I think we'll do. And what do we want to delete? Let's get rid of the Ember. Just get that out of our way. And just a steward. Look at these. Inferno room. Sad to miss you. Have to do these trials. Alright. I think this melee weakness is going to tear us apart again. Oh. Yeah, these chosen sweepers with stealth or whatever it is. So these guys are 7x2, they sweep and they have 50 health. Like, really? Can we get them? No. Yes. We do need to get our Lunar Priestess out here. Okay. I think I'm just outright sunk in this fight. Alright, we're wiping on the first floor. Want to be in full moon. We're living up here. Can we? Alright, did shit. And these sweepers just will wipe me out completely. I really don't like fanning the flame. It never hits who you want it to hit. Yep, we only have one active row, so that's gonna really eat us up. Let's get back to full moon. Let's ritual tome. $104 damage, not looking great. Alright, let's remember to use Echo. Get into full moon. We're blessing, we're blessing. I'll take a little bit of damage. Trample card would have been amazing. Let's run. We're gonna lose 20 health here. Alright. Bugman. Day's Blessing. Make it rain. Get rid of this follower. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We're gonna be at 7 health if and when we win this. I think we have lost it right here, haven't we? Alright, GG. I would have been up for playing that one out again, but that was too much of a puzzle. Alright, we did reach level 10 on Luna Coven. And we have unlocked Heavenfall, deal 80 damage to enemy units on full moon. Deal damage on all floors instead. Okay. Conduit applied. Wow, 2600? And our previous best was 766 only? Interesting. Alright, Titan Skin 22. Astrologer, I do like this card. Paired with the Moonlit Glaive. Is this a Dark Souls reference, you think? I think it absolutely is. The end of the Plenilune, the priestess returned all weapons to the Silent. For now that the blades have been blessed by the Empress Moon, they have no place in her temple. Well, no outright reference to Dark Souls, but I think that's maybe an inspiration. Lunar Priestess, yeah, the moon ritual is kind of the key here to make sure we remain in full moon. Meddler also achieved that task. Celine Acolyte. Wasn't paying closely enough attention to what the corruption sweep did. I'm sure it helped. Shade Guard would have loved to get a smidge stone on him. Phase Blessing and Fanning the Flame. Fanning the Flame, I need to stop taking this card. It always picks the highest health enemy, no matter what you do. Pretty sure. Excavation had a couple of uses. Ritual Tome, pretty cool spell. Definitely take that again. Celestial Storm, ×2. Kind of okay. Tidal Turning. It's a little too late in the game. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode. We will check in at the Timsy Imp next time. And from now on, since we are maxed out on the Monster Train 2 clans, we will open it up to full random across the board. So looking forward to that. And if you've watched this episode, I thank you greatly. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. I'll see you in the next one.